channel. So as you guys all know, I'm a huge Korean beauty junkie. So one of the many reasons why I love Korean beauty products is that companies always come up with new, interesting and innovative products. So one of the new trends in Korea these days is foil mask. So the main benefit of a foil mask compared to a regular sheet mask is that the foil layer is supposed to help prevent evaporation from occurring, therefore ensuring all the essence in the mask are fully absorbed and utilized by your skin. So today I'll be exploring two foil sheet masks offered by two different brands, Geum Baek Hwa and Natural Pacific. Having oily skin, it is essential for me to deep cleanse my face to prevent the buildup of dead skin cells as well as clogged pores. So from Geum Baek Hwa, I got the Mung foil mask, which claims to soothe and cleanse out your skin's waste. Another skin complex that I have is dull and uneven skin tone. So from Natural Pacific, I decided to go for the Premium Metal Snow Mask, which claims to not only moisturize my skin but also brighten it, giving it a glowy look. So without further ado, let's see if the foil mask is worth the hype and which of these two masks are actually better. So I ordered both masks on Qoo10. The Mung foil mask is retailing at 3 pieces for $12.20, while the Premium Metal Snow Mask is retailing at 10 pieces for $18.90, which makes it only $1.90 per piece. And that's like half the price of the Mung foil mask. Now most of my sheet masks cost around $1 to $3, however I do have some masks that can cost up to $10, but they are of top-notch quality. So if you're a strong believer of the saying what you pay is what you get, the Mung foil mask might be worth the price for you. So for my first impression of the Mung foil mask, one sheet is definitely heavy because it claims to contain 35 milliliters of essence, which is apparently one of the highest in the market. The pack is also slightly bigger than regular packs. Opening the pack, it doesn't have any strong scent, which is nice. When I removed the mask from the packet, it was dripping with essence. The mask itself is split into two parts, the upper and the lower. It is very thick as it has 2 layers to it. The outer layer is basically a full piece of foil, while the inner layer is quite similar to a regular sheet mask. One thing I noticed after my second use is that do not throw the packaging away after you have removed the mask from the packaging, because there are actually a lot of essence left in the packaging, so you can definitely use it to put on your neck or your body or whatsoever. So for the Premium Metal Snow Mask, overall it just felt like a regular sheet mask to me in terms of packaging and the overall feel of it. The size of the pack also looks like an ordinary $2 sheet mask you can get from Innisfree or any drugstores, but it is actually a $1.90 mask anyway. So when I opened the pack, there weren't any strong smell as well, which is nice. The mask itself is thin and has a really thin coating of foil. So the Mung foil mask definitely won this round for me. It looks more exquisite and you can clearly tell that it's not one of your cheap masks. Since the purpose of the foil mask is to lock in all the essence and prevent evaporation from the outer layer, looking at the mask, I'm pretty sure the full outer foil layer of the Mung mask will achieve that. So after using both masks, I feel like the Mung foil mask feels really heavy due to the outer foil layer and possibly because it is really soaked with a lot of essence. Unlike a regular sheet mask that sticks close to your face, I find that the Mung foil mask tends to move around a lot, and I feel like it is easier to wear when you're lying down. Otherwise, it will just slip down my face due to the weight as well as the nature of the foil. So even when I had it on my face, the mask kept on dripping with essence, so definitely it is easier to use when you're lying down, which of course I wouldn't mind. After I left it on for 15 minutes, my skin feels extremely moisturized and clear. After I remove it, I decided to leave the mask aside instead of throwing it away to sort of test its ability to prevent evaporation. And even after 4 hours, the mask still feels really wet and moist. So during my second use, I make sure to leave it on for an even longer period of time because I feel like there's just so much essence inside, so I really want to make full use of it. So for the Premium Metal Snow Mask, it felt really similar to a regular sheet mask. It doesn't stick closely to my face similar to the Mung foil mask, however it does stick better and it doesn't fall off my face because the foil layer is not as thick and full as the Mung foil mask. After removing it, I did feel like my skin felt a lot more moisturized and it looked a lot more brighter, so I guess it really does what it says to do. So overall, both masks claims to provide different benefits to my skin, so it's difficult to compare them by their functions. However, the main purpose of a foil mask is to include a layer of foil to block off any outer layer evaporation from happening, maximizing full absorption of essence. So in this case, I feel like the Mung foil mask is definitely the winner for me. Even though it is more expensive than the Premium Metal Snow Mask, the quality of the mask is way better and it really did prevent the mask from drying out. Also, the Mung Baek Hwa mask contains 35 milliliters of essence, while the Premium Metal Snow Mask only contains 25 milliliters of essence. I would recommend the Premium Metal Snow Mask for a more frequent usage. Personally, I use sheet masks for up to 2 to 3 times a week, so I definitely wouldn't mind using a cheaper mask on a weekly basis. However, during a Pamper Myself session, or if I have any upcoming special occasions, I would definitely go for the Mung Baek Hwa mask. So that is all for today's Battle of Hwa mask. I also have a detailed write-up review over at my blog, so feel free to head over. All the links will be in the description box, so if you're interested in any of the masks, please go check them out. If you like this sort of battle videos, make sure to hit the like button and leave me a little comment. So thank you so much for tuning in. I'll see you very soon in my next one. Bye!